Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, with another turn of main battle tank. This will be turn 6. This is the combat phase. Once we're done with this, we'll move on to the movement phase. So I guess we'll start down here since this is where the camera's pointing. Let me see here. So this was Piranha. Well, I guess the wreckage still is. So the Americans won the initiative. They decided to fire first. So Piranha shoots. There's 3 BMPs up here, right here at this hill. One of the turrets of the BMP of that group is oriented towards Piranha and Grizz. So that's the one he decides to fire at, is the one that's looking at him. The other 2 can't shoot them, so he's gonna shoot at the one that plans on shooting back. So he fires, misses. Then Grizz, there are a pair of T-80s here on top of this hill. So Grizz fires, gets a turret damaged result, which really doesn't do a whole lot, but you still have to roll to see if the crew bails out. So the crew bails out, so forced that crew to bail out, which was good. That's one less gun shooting at something. And then Raptor here fires at, there was a BMP here. So let me see, what do we have? He fires at short range, gets a hit, only causes damage, but then I rolled to see if the crew bails out, and of course the crew bails out. So every single one of the BMPs there was 3 BMPs here, every single one of them the crew bailed out. So I think the crews of all 3 of those BMPs should be rounded up by commissars and given a battlefield tribunal for abandoning their equipment in the middle of combat. That's what I think. So that was the Americans. So this T-80, now the Russians get to shoot back. So this T-80 fires at Raptor, misses. He's going to be hard to get out of there anyway. He's occupying high ground. He's in a hold down position. He's in a good spot. This dismount squad, let me see, they're an infantry squad. They have a Saxhorn anti-tank guided missile. They fired their anti-tank guided missile at Rubber Chicken. Hit, was no damage. Rolled to see if Rubber Chicken bails out. Rubber Chicken does not bail out. The remaining T-80 right here fires, misses. The 2 BMPs that are not this one that's on top, but the other 2 that are facing that direction, they shoot at Rubber Chicken. One of them misses, one of them gets a hit, no damage, and no bailout. And then, okay, last but not least, this T-80 here fires at Piranha. And of course, you can see the marker, so you can kind of figure out what the result is from that. So that'll conclude the combat phase, direct fire phase, and I'll go ahead and erase all this stuff and then do movement. So you can see a lot of green chits, a lot of movement chits on stuff. So there's going to be some movement this next turn. All right, we just wrapped up the movement phase. Russians went first, so we had this pair of T-80s. They've got somebody in their sights. They've got a grizzly bear in their sights. We had this group of T-80s here that were perched up on the top of the hill. They pushed down. Company commander, he's moving forward, so he's kind of got a better look over in that direction. The artillery guns, they moved up so they can lay some more smoke in this area if need be. Let's see. We had Dog and Nightcrawler that were in here, so basically all these leg units, they're pushing forward. BMPs tried to go around the side there. You can see how they're trying to flank them. Basically, we're trying to flush them off the top of the hill. It worked. Dog decided to head over this way, and you can see that with the turret marker, they're going to have some good side shots. Maybe, we'll see. Rolling's been kind of off and on. And then Nightcrawler, he moved down the hill that way. He's facing this way, or at least the hull of the Bradley is, and then he's going to turn up that way, turn the turret up that way, so he can maybe get some shots on those BMPs up there. I don't know if the line of sight, they might be in mutual blind spots because of the way line of sight works, but I'll end up checking that out. The mortar track moved over here, so, and they're facing that way, so basically we might be able to throw a smoke. They can only put smoke in one hex, so we'll figure that out when the time comes, see if they'll be able to throw some smoke in that direction. Rubber Chicken neighborhood was getting kind of a lot of undesirables in the neighborhood. He had a good house, man, nice penthouse on the corner. Well, not anymore. He had to move out. That clump of woods, or that clump of forest, is basically going to protect him from anything this way. So he's going to have a good avenue of fire down here. He might be able to get a good butt shot on one of those guys right there. Eagle got out of the spot that he was in. He's also facing down this direction. So between Rubber Chicken and Eagle, we might be able to get both of those T-80s right there. So it's up to the gunners. Let's see how good the gunners do. And Raptor, he ain't going nowhere. That's probably one of the better spots right there, especially with him in a hull down position. So and he's in the woods too, so it's definitely a good spot. So he'll hold that position, and we'll see what happens at the end of turn 7, whether or not he moves. He's eventually gonna have to move, because this stuff here is gonna push forward, and eventually these guys here are gonna move this way. So he can't camp out in that position forever, but he's definitely gonna hold it. So yeah, that ends turn 6. So hope you all are enjoying it. Until later, peace.